We all know someone who claims to be a car enthusiast, yet you never see them doing anything about it. They tell you about the races they used to race or the cars they used to build, but you never see them doing anything about it in the present tense. And to be honest with you guys, the truth is that a lot of us just grow out of cars. And I completely understand that everybody has a different circumstance, but if you take a quick look at it, it's usually one of two things, or both together, that discourage people from being a car enthusiast. Let me break it down for you. You are 16 and you just got your very first car. You're probably over the moon stoked. You probably worked your ass off to get it. It's probably the only big purchase you've ever made. For many of us, this is the exact moment we realized we were car enthusiasts. I always knew I loved cars, but I never thought I would want to build them and work on them until the day I got my very first car, which was a Chevy Cruze. This photo is so bad, dude. Honestly, I'm super thankful for that car because I couldn't do anything to it. So I ended up selling it to buy the BRZ, which was a way better platform. And the rest is really history. So, you know, we all started somewhere. However, as you continue through life, something happens where you need a bigger, more reliable, more practical vehicle. You have new hobbies, you started a family, but what happens to your pride and joy? Well, for many of us, it ends up on jack stands, in a garage under a cover, or worst case, sold. And where I'm from especially, number two, people want bigger vehicles for the winter. It makes sense, something a little bit better in the snow, a little bit more practical day to day, and you can drive your car in the summer, on the weekends. But do you actually do that? Let's face it, that car you upgraded to, the more practical, bigger family car is probably amazing, and you probably love it the same way I loved my truck, or the same way I love my Jeep. And even a Jeep that I built purposefully to do things with, like go off-roading and go camping, and I use it for those things, it just doesn't deliver the same kick as a car does. It doesn't make you feel that enthusiast burn. Personally, if I look back, the second I got my truck was the second I started disconnecting from cars. I didn't see it in real time, I can only see it looking back, but that truck was super easy to drive. I could do anything with it. It was super practical. And over time, I just kept feeling like my cars were more and more and more of a pain in the ass, and I chose to drive the truck over choosing to drive my cars, which trickled into me choosing to drive my Jeep, which trickled into me falling into basically the same trap that all car enthusiasts fall into, where we're not really car enthusiasts anymore. Which kind of leaves me with this question of, how do I fix this? And yes, you could say I could build more streetable cars. We're not here for that, all right? We're gonna take care of that situation. The point is, I may not know everything, but I know that they did not build cars to do this. They did not build the BRZ for it to sit here half the year. They did not build the Z for it to sit here for half the year. We do this because we put so much time and money and hours into these cars that we don't wanna see them dirty. We don't wanna see them rusty. We want them to be around our whole lives. We've put so much time into them that they become priceless. You couldn't give me $100,000 for this BRZ, it's just not worth it. That being said, there is cars that are perfect for driving year round, that maybe they will die eventually, but that's kind of the point of cars anyways. Now I keep referencing, I live here and it snows. And I know 100% of Canadians deal with snow during the winter, and a quick Google search tells me that 60% of Americans deal with snow in the winter. And the rest of the world, look, I didn't Google your stats, I don't know, but I know Russia's a cold place. I've been going against the grain for so long, following the only car culture that North America really sees, which comes out of southern states which don't get weather. Maybe, yes, that's the ideal culture. Who is inspiring us in this portion of the world? There's not many, if any. And so on my short journey to find that inspiration, I realized I'm gonna have to be part of that inspiration because ain't nobody else doing it. I think a lot of us can relate to the fact that we feel like the car scene just isn't meant for us. And of course, I can already see all the comments telling me to just move, which I could do. And truthfully, I might do, but not everybody's gonna move to a warmer state just so they can build cars. And so while I'm still here, I want to just fully embrace where we live, because honestly, aside from the fact that it murders cars, it's a beautiful place. So jumping back into cars, there is one car in particular that you know this brand is near and dear to my heart. You know, if you live anywhere where there's snow, there's too many of these things on the road. You don't want to go to local car shows because it's legit the only thing you see. And while I agree, I kind of want one still. So this next build, it's not going to be crazy. It's gonna dude, I'm gonna get ripped for this. It's gonna be a reliable build, a car that can reignite my passion, and ideally start a fleet of cars that when these ones are pulled out for 6 months, I pull them in for 6 months, and I have 2 different fleets. Like, why are we so programmed to go against the grain? So, is this gonna fit right here and stay? Maybe? Today, we're looking at more cars. I don't know if it's the time of year right now. We have been catfished. We have been let down. We have looked at so many cars, dude. Just trying to get back into this has been so hard. I really want to start vaping. So I can't stop the car hunt, because if we don't buy a Subaru, I don't have a good enough reason to start vaping. And let's face it, that's why we're really doing this. I'm kind of excited. The only thing this car is really riding on is the price. So right now there's about 4 of them for sale. They're all within $1,000 of each other. And this one is the worst condition. If he's willing to come down on the price a bit to kind of like match, you know, what I actually think the car is worth, then this might be the car for us. I want something that I can like daily, but also like year round drive it, you know? Yeah. Cause like all my shit ends up being, I build it or whatever, and then I don't want to drive it in the winter. Yeah. And I'm like, but I didn't remember how like cute and small it is, you know? I just want to give it a little bit, just, I'm not trying to like beat the shit out of this thing. It pulls at least. I'm gonna let you do this. That way if you fuck it up, it's your car still. Come on, come straight up, just come a little this way. Wait, stop, whoa! That's yours still. Yep. Perfect. All right, here's what I can already tell you about this build. Last night we got like 2-3 inches of snow, and I have never been excited to come outside and film a car in the snow. It has winter tires on it right now. It's all-wheel drive, and it's snowing. The fact that I'm pumped to be out here in the snow filming, this is gonna be a good build. Dude, we are back. Look at this thing, dude. Young Robbie right now would be shitting his pants. For any of you guys that have been watching for some time, like 4 or 5 years ago, like a long time ago, I bought a Hawkeye Impreza, just the Impreza. It was nothing special. I bought it like right when I started YouTube, and I was intending on trying to like get into rallying and stuff with it. I didn't realize that was like a super closed off scene, and it didn't work. I didn't have the money for the car. I ended up selling the car, but in my mind, it was this car, dude. Now we have it. It's kind of fire. The Hawkeye and the GR are definitely like my 2 top favorite WRX STIs, whatever. But dude, we bought this thing so we could winter it. I was pumped yesterday when it was like clean and everything was dry, but like look at this day. This is like the perfect day to show you guys this car. We'll get this out of the way like right away. I know a couple of you guys have probably already seen this. This thing is not perfect. There's like a little bit of rust spots. We'll get to that. But that mixed with the fact that this thing is literally built to be a winter car makes this thing the perfect option. So I know I'm gonna catch flack instantly from you guys being like, dude, that's still a really clean car. Like you shouldn't winter drive it. But look at this. You're gonna like this too. You see this little button right here? You know what this little button does? This button defrosts your frickin' wiper blades, dude. There's a defrost on the wiper blades. This is fire. It's like a rear window defrost. You see like the lines?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Oh my gosh.
So this thing is a 2006 WRX, and this is honestly a really hard car to find. It is bone stock. It has coilovers, which, I mean, obviously it's a little bit low, and it has an exhaust. You can't even tell the car's on. I don't know what that's about. It's running right now. The fartiness is someone snow blowing. You can barely even hear it. Like, you gotta give it some, can you give it a little sauce? Like when this dude pulled in yesterday, I was expecting to hear the exhaust. You see the photos of it when you're gonna buy the car, you know what I mean? But he snuck right in, like right into the parking lot. I never even noticed him coming. Give it a little juice. Okay, stop. That was the most grandma rev I've ever heard. Can you give me something a little punchier, please? Jesus. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One more. Not bad, dude. So it's not bad when you get on it, but it's just not obnoxious. Yeah, well, it has an exhaust leak, and you're right over top of it. You look all kinds of cold right now. Are you doing okay?
It's chilly out today.
This kid that we bought it from, super cool guy. It was, oh, that's loud. It was his like dream car when he was in high school. So he bought it and he was like really scared to kill it, which is good for me. It's good for everybody, dude. It's a WRX that is still alive. It's happy to be here. Look at this thing. It's happy to be here. There's no rust on any of the strut towers or anything. Like for the year, the car's doing really, really well, to be honest.
And it shows its age. Like the headlights are hella fogged up. Those are gonna need to get cleaned. The paint isn't perfect in some spots. That's nothing that a quick wide body can't fix. And then this door, you can see maybe in some certain light, just kind of looks like a dog attacked it. But I mean, for the age and for the type of car, dude, to find it in this condition, even with the little rust spot, this is fire. This is a sweet find.
What's this?
That it just looks like a scrape. It's just paint pen, or like really bad paint pen that's kind of smeared everywhere. But it's a city car, so this car has scrapes and scuffs, and like right here it got back to new at some point, but like little that you can buff out, get rid of. Getting back into this, I'm not necessarily gonna try and fall in love with every car. I'm gonna try and build cars for the fun of building them sometimes, but this one I hope sticks around for a little while. All right, so let's check this thing out. We got heated seats.
Your Jeep doesn't even have heated seats.
Don't say it so loud, dude.
Come on, man.
Obviously 5-speed, the engine lights included with purchase. And oh, dude, there's a CD in here. What was this guy listening to? Does that say 5 CDs?
Yeah, it's a 5 CD, a 6 CD changer.
Are you on drugs?
Lecture 3.
It's a book!
Informal
It's a
argumentation.
book! Yeah! Hell yeah, dude. Let's get that out of there. Argumentation, the study of effective reasoning, 2nd edition. We got the whole lecture, dude. Is this a book or like what is this?
It's a lecture.
The guy we bought this car off of does not seem like the type of dude to be listening to this.
In 2006, this was probably the shit. Imagine like just burning this mixtape back in the day, hopping in your WRX and just fucking boosting. Other than that, this thing sucks so much ass. I don't think we got any other goodies. Sometimes you buy cars and it's just full of good stuff. He's got these thick ass floor mats, dude, and they rub on my boot, and like that's just annoying, but it is what it is. It also has a stage 2 clutch because the clutch burnt out and he just replaced it with one that's a little bit better. But like it just drives away no problem, dude. We've had so many cars that we can't even get from the yard into the garage.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like we can't even get them inside to film with them that day. And that was a huge discouragement factor for me when I was trying to film before. Whereas like this thing, you just tell it what to do, point it in a direction, and it just goes. I mean, the boot squeaks with a little slide. You just tell it what to do and it just is like, okay, we'll slide for you. This thing, absolute fire with the snow around the wheels, dude. It just looks so good. Before I let you guys go, I just want to leave you with one thing, something important. This car has no dashboard to put this camera on. That sort of sucks ass. I want to try to start ending videos with like a small challenge for you guys to do, sort of inspired by how like Evan Shanks will end a video with like daily advice. In a similar manner, I've been really trying to like change my attitude towards certain things and see things in different ways and just be better. And I feel like a lot of times it might be lame. It might be like, oh, that's stupid. At the same time, just hearing someone say something and applying it sometimes is all it takes to really shift your attitude. In today's video, what I want to leave you guys with is a challenge. Pick one thing in your day-to-day life that you can change your attitude towards and tell yourself, I get to. You don't have to shovel the driveway, you get to. You have a driveway to shovel. Some people don't even have a house. Some people don't have a driveway. Some people literally park their shit on the street. You don't have to, you get to. Take one thing in your life and put I get to in front of it and just for one day, do that and just see what the outcome is like. Little challenge. I'm gonna try and leave you guys with these things to try and help you guys throughout your days, because I know a lot of times I've taken inspiration and help from other people, and I feel like it's definitely something that I've been like practicing and learning, and if I can pass that on to somebody, even one person, I'll be really happy. So that is all I got for you guys. I hope you guys are pumped. I hope you guys are happy to see videos coming from me again. I'm super thrilled to be here. We got a fire new daily, and it is time to start making some more fun videos. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed. No one told me we needed brakes. They didn't squeak yesterday.
He did tell you don't need brakes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh. I turned off the truck. The keys were like this over the thing, so they wouldn't jingle when I was filming, and then I'm like, oh, gotta do that. I flipped them over and the whole truck shut off, and then I was like, we're doing like highway speeds, so that was medium sketchy. We're good. Nothing happened.